hello to all my wonderful champions out there. I hope every one of you are doing pretty good. And my dear children, so the counseling dates are coming nearby. Hopefully it will be happening really soon. So are you ready with your college list? Well, if at all you're not ready, it's a reminder call for you to have your list ready to avoid any sort of confusions later on. Well, with that, I remember there was a confusion between RVC, or there is a confusion between RVC and RVITM. Basically, both of them comes under RV educational institutions, my dear children, but they are quite different if we talk about the placement rates, the number of courses that is offered, the hostel facilities and lot of other things. So I am going to talk more about RVITM today. About RVC, where we have already made a separate video. I hope you have watched it. If you have not watched it, go watch it. About the placement, we have done separately because when I was doing the college review video, it was not updated. Okay, the website was not updated. So the placement video was done by Aishwarya ma'am. You can watch that as well. Okay, and if at all you feel that whatever we are doing is helpful for you, what are you waiting for? Do let us know in the comment section below, and also subscribe to our little channel and make it big. Yes? So let's go ahead. Over here, let's start with an overview of the college. It's important. RVITM stands for RV Institute of Technology and Management, my dear children. So RV Educational Institution, it was established in the year 1940. They have not specifically mentioned about this particular college. Okay, so I had to write that. Now, if we talk about location, it's in Chaitanya Layout, 8th phase, JP Nagar, Bangalore. So all of you who are very well aware about this particular college, kudos to you. If at all you were not aware that it's there in Bangalore itself, now you got to know that. Yeah. Now, affiliation, it is affiliated to Visvesvaraya Technological University, VTU, my dear children, which occupies 75th rank according to NIRF. Okay, National Institutional Ranking Framework, NIRF ranking. It's based on the quality of the faculties. It's based on the quality of the infrastructure and also the skill development provided at the institution. So if you talk about top 100 universities for engineering, this particular university comes on the 75th position, which is not a bad deal, right? So that's good thing about VTU. Now we'll know more about the fee structure, my dear children. So I might be going a bit fast, but it's because I don't want to waste any bit of your time, and it's boring also to review a college, right? For you guys to listen to, not for me to talk. I'll let me talk. So yes, listen to me carefully about the fee. Okay, so for KCET it was rupees 1,07,495 the previous year. Okay, this year they have not published the fee structure. Whenever they do so, we will be putting it on our channel, so you have to subscribe. Now next thing, for COMEDK it was rupees 2,81,477 the previous year. Now ma'am, what about this year? It has not been published, and I always say in every video, apart from the fees that you see over here, there might be certain additional fees that will be coming along. So you have to be prepared for that. And what is the purpose of showing the previous year data? That, my dear children, to understand that this was the tentative fee structure, probably this year it could increase. So you have to be mentally prepared and also economically be prepared for that. Okay, so if at all probably if you're not from a very well financially stable family, you might have to look for options where you can get this much amount of money ready. Also, if it's a wake-up call for you to understand whether it's worth it or not. Okay, whether whatever you are spending, is that particular college worth it? Have your own research about the college. Do not just trust Jasmine ma'am for it. Okay, I'm telling you everything which is there in the website, but there are children who are studying out there, and you can talk to them as well on a personal level. So if at all someone is studying in RVITM, please, if at all you're watching this video, can you give a brief about that particular college in the comment section? I think it will be really useful for other children, and make sure it is unbiased. Okay, do not talk about the fun thing probably depends on person to person. So yes, how's the placement and everything, it will be really good for them to know. Yes, chalo. Now going ahead, yeah, so I was saying I generally do not I definitely say that there are certain additional fees, but I do not get the hold of all the additional fees that comes along, but in their website I could find it, so I put it over here. So for CSE, ISE, that is Computer Science and Engineering, Information Science and Engineering, and EC, this would be the fees that you have, that is 2,81,477, but there will be skill lab fees as an extra thing, that is 20,000, as you can see over here. I don't know why they made separate columns. it's almost the same, right? Now for VTU also, Vishweshwaraya Technological University, there also you have to pay extra, and what extra is depending on these particular things. For example, students who are studied in Karnataka, it is 10,610. For students who are outside Karnataka, it is 12,110. For students who are outside India, that is NRI students, my dear children, it is 22,110. So basically this amount plus whatever amount is there, this plus this, this plus this, this plus this, whatever. So these things are common. This depends on the category where you fall into. Okay, I hope that is clear. So you can think of some extra budget which goes up to this. Apart from that, there will be hostel fees as well, if at all you are going to plan to reside in the hostel, if you are planning to reside in the hostel. So I think that is generally useful. I thought it was useful, which is why I went ahead and put it over here. Okay. Now going ahead with the children who are not planning to go via KCET or COMEDK, but are planning to go via management quota. So for management quota, they have put this particular data. For electronics and communication engineering, and the first year you have to pay 6 lakh. Okay, second year it's 3 lakh, third year it's 3 lakh, fourth year it's 3 lakh. Total fee for the program is 15 lakhs. Okay, then computer science and engineering, it is on the first year you have to pay 12 lakh. But please make sure it is worth it. Okay, and the second year 6 lakh, third year 6 lakh, here also 6 lakh. Total comes out to be 30 lakhs, which is pretty high. Now what is the one thing that you have to be careful about? Amount of money that you are investing, are you going to get that in return when you get a job, when you study or basically pass out from this particular college? That is something that you have to check. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. Computer science and engineering, artificial intelligence and machine learning. So this is the new course that they have added this particular year. Okay, so over here it is 10 lakh. Here it's 5 lakh. Again, all the years it is 5 lakh. Comes around 25 LPA. So this is the new course, okay, that is being added. One more course was there, that is information science and engineering. They have not put it up over here, which is why I'm kind of confused whether they are providing that particular course this year or not. Okay, so that's the confusion that is there, because they have not mentioned about removing a course. They have definitely mentioned about adding up a new course. Yes, so yeah. Now only after, okay, apart from the above fees, there will be a miscellaneous fees of rupees 65,000 per year. Hostel fees and transportation fees will be intimated in the due course. So that also comes along with it. Now there is eligibility for getting into the management quota. It's minimum 70% in 10th standard in science and mathematics, minimum 60% in physics and mathematics subjects separately in class 11th. Okay, if 12th standard results are announced, minimum 60% in physics and mathematics subjects separately. Appearance in either COMEDK or KEA IIT JEE 2025 is mandatory. So if you have not, then do not go ahead with this. Okay, students who have passed appearing for 10+2 other than CBSE, ICSE state boards are required to obtain equivalent certificate from Association of Indian Universities AIU New Delhi and eligibility certificate from Vishweshwaraya Technological University Belgavi. I hope that is also clear for all the students who are looking for management quota thing. Okay, fine. So I saw a few comments asking about management quota, which is why I put it over here. But I'll generally recommend, if the fees is way too much, please think of other options as well. Okay, you have to check whatever you're spending is worth it or not. Now, as I was telling about the cutoff. Okay, so this time over here, as you can see, this was the surprise, but the surprise was already, not kept in suspense because of the management quota seat. So this is a new course that is coming. So since it was not there, I didn't put the cutoff because it was not there previously. This is the only year it was added. Now information science and engineering, it's not there in the management quota seat, which is why I'm kind of confused whether this particular course would be there or not. Once the KEA puts down the seat matrix, it will be very, very easy to understand. Okay, so for general idea, I am just cutting down all the seats over here, because that would be a wrong direction if I put it though, because depending on the new addition of college, these seats also would be changing up. Okay, So yeah, so if you talk about the cutoff the previous year, it was rupees 12, sorry, not rupees, oh my god, cutoff was at the rank 12,063. that was the extended round cutoff, okay, for computer science and engineering. If we talk about COMEDK, round 3 cutoff was 14,477. that means the cutoff went until there. Obviously you had a tighter cutoff in the round 1, round 2, then later on it went up to this particular thing. So children who were having a rank until 12,063 were allowed to have an admission in this particular college for CSE course. Now information science and engineering, it was 14,959, whereas if we talk about COMEDK, it is 19,948. Electronics and communication engineering, it was 17,799, and over here for COMEDK it was 22,853 the previous year. Okay, so again you get a tentative idea of how far it went. Now this year, this obviously all this thing could be changed because the KCET examination was in a easy to moderate level. So we can expect a tighter cut off, my dear children. So children who are probably having a rank up to 11,000 or something like that, I think you can put this college in your option entry list. Otherwise you can make a separate column of the colleges which you may or may not get. Okay, short colleges should be separate, and may not colleges should be separate. You should put it according to the, you should be putting down the rank which is present over here, so that you remember, which is why I put this in this particular column. I hope I am making sense. Yeah. Now, my dear children, the college code is also mentioned. For KCET it is E275, and for COMEDK it is E198. The college code is very much important. For example, RVC, RVIT, children definitely sometimes do not always understand because the difference between both of them while option entry, and they mess it around. So I do not want you to be such students. Okay, you should be having a clear idea that for all the colleges you would be having different college codes. Okay, via KCET, via COMEDK, whatever. So please put down the college code wherever you are writing the information about the colleges. Okay, it is going to be helping you later on. You will be thanking me later on. So yes, my dear children, this is the tentative idea. So for getting into this particular college, basically rank should have been this and this. If you're not worried about what branch you need, okay, if you're not worried about, you just want to get into this college, then your rank should be between this and this. And for COMEDK it should be between this and this. Now as I said, this would be changing in this particular year. Okay, cool. Now going ahead, what do we have? The most important thing that you're looking forward for, the placement record. And I'll tell you something very honestly. I have went through so many websites where they have mentioned that this is the placement data, this is the placement data. But I found one thing very useful is that in this particular college, they have mentioned the children's name, the student's name, they have put down the branch, and they have mentioned where did they get into, what is the post that they got into, what is the highest LPA that they got. Each students they have mentioned that, and that is pretty awesome, right? Yeah. So in the data that is given for 2021-25 year, I think mechanical engineering was also there in the previous to previous years, which is why children have passed on from mechanical engineering courses also. So I thought I will anyway mention it, even though this year it might not be applicable. Okay, so for CSE the highest LPA was 26.3 LPA, and the person who got it got into Amazon as AWS Cloud Support Associate. Okay, now for information science and engineering, the highest was 20 LPA, and the person that got into Dish Bank as a software intern. Similarly for ECE, not ESE, ECE, Electronics and Communication Engineering, 20 LPA. Okay, they got into onsemi as a software intern. Now mechanical engineer, the highest was 9 LPA. They got into Honeywell as a software intern. Okay, so this is a data that we have. If you need to have any more data, like for example, if you need to know the list of all the students I was talking about, you can put it down in the comment section. I can provide you the link there. Okay, if at all it's needed. I don't think it should be needed, but yeah. Now the placement data for 2020-2024 was CSE, my dear children, the maximum CTC was 25 LPA. Okay, and the average was 12.08 LPA for computer science and engineering, which means that this particular course is doing pretty good over here in this particular college. Now for information science and engineering, the maximum was 24.74, which is almost close to CSE, right? And the average was 11.70. Going ahead with ECE, okay, electronics and communication engineering, the maximum was 29, that is the highest if you can see over here, and the average was 11.73. so this was pretty ranking up really high the previous year. And mechanical engineering, 5.35 was the maximum, the highest, and 4.33 was the average package out there. Okay, so if we talk about the percentage of placement, it is 83.41 as in total. Okay, so the previous year. Now for this year it's still ongoing, but this is the data that we have according to the website. So what do you understand from this is that in this particular college, all the courses that they are providing, it's having a decent amount of placement, right? When you say that 25, 29 LPA is there, okay, and the median package is around 12, average package is around 12, 11 is pretty good. You should not be just focusing on the highest package because only 1 or 2 people grab it. You should be more focused about what the average package, which most of you might be getting. You get it? So this is the thing. The lowest it has went for CSE was 3 LPA, and for ISE it was 4.5, for ECE it was 3.7, for mechanical it was 2.5. And as I said, a mechanical is not being over here, and in management quota seat ISE was not mentioned, which is why I'm kind of confused. If at all we get a clarity regarding that, we'll definitely update you guys. And also there will be one additional course, that is CS Allied, that is CS AI NML, that is artificial intelligence and machine learning. Keep that in mind if at all you are someone who want to get into this particular course. Okay, so yeah. Now the hostel fees for the previous year they have mentioned. So accommodation charges for an academic year is 85,000 rupees, applicable taxes is 18%. So the fees including taxes would be 1,300,000, that will be the highest one. For accommodation, mess charges for 10 months it is 52,500, transport charges for 10 months is 5,250. Okay, and the total comes out to be 1,58,050 plus 10,000 as a caution deposit. If at all you are taking laundry, it is rupees 40 per kg. Okay, so demand draft of this amount has to be submitted in this thing. Okay, so this is a general idea. Okay, whatever I got about this particular college, I have put it over here so that anyone who watches this gets a complete information about what. Listen, it becomes a humongous task to get into the website and search for different things, especially when you do not have an idea what to search for. So these are the things that you should be knowing if thinking about the financial aspect. And if you talk about the career aspect, you should be knowing about the placement and the courses which are there and the number of seats and everything that they are providing. And I think I covered it all. Yeah, if at all you think that you need any more help regarding this particular college, which I can possibly do, you can put it down in the comment section. Or if at all you want some other colleges, do let us know that as well. And for few colleges you had asked us in the comment section. So children, I had searched for Jain University and things like that, some children asked, but you know, the entrance exam date and everything passed one, that's why we didn't make a video on that, because it has already been done. You get it? So that's the thing. If at all it's something that we can do, we'll definitely do it if it's in your favor. Yes, so that's all. So do not forget to like this video, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and also do not forget to share it with your friends who are in need. And please take care of yourself, do not be worried about anything. You are going to end up in a very good college, and please talk to children who are studying in that college. Yeah, okay, bye bye, take care.